I was not driving the vehicle at that time.
Deputy Siller, does the history show when the plate changed? Good afternoon. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Now calling case number 24W003091. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Trina Kelly. Can I have appearances for the record, please, starting with the deputy?
Yes, Deputy Benjamin Siller at the Washington County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Kelly?
Hello,
Hi, state your name, please.
Trina Kelly.
Okay, thank you very much. And ma'am, can you unmute? Thank you. State your name for the record, please.
Cindy Lagerman.
Okay, thank you. And your relation to the matter.
I'm the school bus driver at Lincoln Consolidated Schools.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
So today is the date and time set for an informal hearing in this matter. What I have is a citation dated October 1st, 2024 that charges that on or about that date, Ms. Kelly, you did operate a motor vehicle on Joyce View Drive at or near Waterside Drive and failed to stop for a school bus. Okay, that is a civil infraction. There are no criminal penalties associated with this, so no jail time or probation. There is, however, a fine and most likely points. Okay. So, before we get started, Deputy Siller, was there anything that you wanted to say?
No, Magistrate, we're ready to proceed in this matter.
Okay, thank you. So, Ms. Kelly, you have three basic options when it comes to this citation. Okay, so your first option, you can accept responsibility. That is basically admit that you failed to stop for the school bus and pay the ticket. You can accept responsibility with an explanation so that the court can take into consideration any mitigating factors and potentially lessen or eliminate the fine. Finally, you can deny responsibility, at which point we will proceed to the informal hearing. I will swear in all of the parties and take testimony and make a decision based on preponderance of the evidence. That is a 49% to 51% standard. Okay? Okay, do you have any questions about those options? Okay, I cannot hear you.
No.
Okay, thank you. So which of those options would you like to go with today?
Deny.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is swear in everyone. So raise your right hands, everybody. Thank you. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, to the best of your information, knowledge, and belief? Deputy Siller?
I do.
Ms. Lagerman?
I do.
And Ms. Kelly?
I do.
Okay, thank you very much. So the way that this is going to work, Ms. Kelly. So because Deputy Siller is the officer in charge of issuing the citation, basically he's the plaintiff, he's going to go first. He will give his side of things and present any witnesses or testimony, evidence, etc. that he has. Okay. Once he is finished presenting his side, then it will be your turn. Okay, so also you can also present evidence if you have any witnesses, any of that. All right. Neither of you are to interrupt each other. You are to direct any sort of anything to me. Okay, you don't talk to each other either. Okay, and if you don't have any questions, we can get started.
Should I have had an attorney present?
So for an informal hearing, you can't. Okay, and it's a civil infraction as well. There's no criminal penalty associated with this. You're not at risk of going to jail. Okay. If you had wanted to have an attorney with you, you could request a formal hearing instead. That would happen in front of the judge.
Okay.
Okay. And it's the other thing is too, once I've made a decision today, as the magistrate, you can appeal my decision and it would go before the judge.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. If you don't have any other questions, then we will get started. So, Deputy Siller?
Yes, so I received a notice from Lincoln Schools of a school bus violation that occurred on October 1st, 2024 at approximately 8:10 a.m. in the the vehicle description was a silver Mercedes with the license plate Edward William David 6158. So I ran that vehicle, returned to Miss Kelly, and then I received footage from the school bus from Lincoln Schools, which I'm able to play that shows the violation. And then after I play that video, I would like Miss Lagerman to talk about the violation from what she observed.
Okay, thank you. And you should have the ability to share your screen.
Yeah, that's what all right. This is the front camera from the school bus. And then I additionally have the interior camera, which shows the inside of the bus and more clearly shows the side view with the vehicle going past and the stop sign is out and it's illuminated and flashing red.
Okay,
And then if you could hear the audio from the video as well, Miss Lagerman says that the plate on the vehicle is EW. I don't know if you could hear the audio.
I was not able to hear the audio.
Yep. So she says that on the video, which is the license plate to Miss Kelly's vehicle.
Okay. And was there any footage that had a better shot of the driver of the vehicle?
There was not, no.
Okay, thank you. And you said you wanted Ms. Lagerman to testify?
Yes, I have completed mine, and I could have Miss Lagerman talk about the what she witnessed. That would be great.
Okay,
Sure.
okay, thank you.
Okay, I was proceeding to the stop. I turned on my yellows, as usual, and when I stopped, I opened the doors, which activates the reds and puts the stop sign out. The father was approaching. It's a little kindergartner, so the father was approaching with his son, and as he's approaching and to the door, actually, is when I noticed the car approaching and not slowing down. And I proceed to honk my horn. I couldn't hear that in the video either, but I do honk my horn. And I also yelled out the window for her to, or for the person to stop. And they just proceeded on through the reds. So I did state the license plate because I do have an aide. So she writes that down for me so that we can write up the report after when we get back to base.
Okay.
And then as well, just to add, in the video, you could hear the whole bus horn honking and Miss Lagerman yelling out the window for the vehicle to stop.
So I will say I was able to hear Ms. Lagerman yell stop. I
Oh,
was
okay.
not able to hear the horn honking,
Okay.
but okay. Okay, was there anything else?
No, that's it from our
I don't
end.
think so.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Kelly,
Yes,
it's your turn.
my turn. I was not driving the vehicle at that time. And my driver's license plate is a customized plate. It's Opulent.
Okay, so what is your license plate? Spell it out.
It's spelled out Opulent.
Okay, so at any point, did you have this license plate E6158?
Not that I'm aware of. I had a paper tag before I got the opulent.
Okay,
The brand.
did you drive your car here today?
I did.
Okay,
And it's clearly the license plate on my vehicle.
okay. You know what? Give me a moment. Okay, thank you for your patience. So, follow-up question, because having gone out there and seen the vehicle, it is a silver Mercedes-Benz, and it does have the license plate opulent that she stated. So, Deputy Siller.
Yes, so I can answer some of the questions regarding that. So I just again ran the plate in lean, and it has a previous plate history of and the plate's expiration date is 11/22/2024. And under the previous plate history in lean, it says seize reason customer request. So this plate was on her vehicle, and it even states in there that the vehicle is under the same owner. So this was the plate on her vehicle previously.
Hmm. Ma'am, how long have you had this car?
I had this car since uh let's say I got it in November or
Okay.
October. I'm sorry, October. I'm so sorry, Judge. My son was murdered, so my brain is
My condolences. That's horrible. Deputy Siller, does the history show when the plate changed?
It says the expiration date on the plate was November 22nd of this year.
Ms. Kelly,
yes.
you said you had the car since October or November. Do you remember exactly when you got the car?
I can't remember, and I'm not even for sure if my son was driving at that time. I'm trying to remember as best I can because he was tragically murdered at his home in Detroit. So everything's been a blur. He was only 34 years old, and it's just been difficult for me to remember anything. And I've been going to grief counseling, and they said that would happen, the memory, because of the grief and the trauma. No suspects have been, they're looking at a suspect, but I don't have any, I don't know. My life turned upside down. I have a perfect driving record. I would never do anything like that. I would never do anything like that. I have an 8-year-old granddaughter myself, and I wouldn't want anybody to do that.
Okay. Ms. Lockerman, do you remember if you saw the driver at all?
The windows were tinted. The person looked female, but I can't be 100% sure. No.
So,
And Your Honor, my son had long dreads, really long hair. I can even bring a piece because I have it tied around my car. How long his hair was. It's just, I don't know.
so what the law says
Mhm.
It's MCL 257.682. And it requires that the operator of a vehicle overtaking or meeting a school bus that has the two alternately flashing red lights is to bring the vehicle to a stop not less than 20 feet from the school bus, and not to resume until the signals are no longer actuated or operating. Okay. I will note that section 3 states that the proof that the particular vehicle described, together with proof that the defendant named in the citation was at the time of the violation the registered owner of the vehicle, means it's called a rebuttable presumption, okay, that the registered owner was the driver of the vehicle. So if you were the registered owner on October 1st, the presumption is there that you were the one driving the car. And while I can appreciate that you've been through a lot very recently, at this point, I don't know that I have enough to overcome the presumption that it was you driving the car. So, as I stated early on, you can appeal my decision within 7 days to the judge. Okay, and she will rehear the matter as if it hadn't been heard in the first place. Okay. And she may reach a different decision if that's what you want to do. But at this point, I am finding you responsible. So you're sentenced to pay the fines and costs in this matter.
And my windows are not tinted on my vehicle. If you just came out and saw, my windows aren't even tinted.
Okay, I will be honest, I did not look at the windows specifically. I was looking at the license plate. Okay. That is the decision of the court at this time.
So, at this time, is it, how many, like, are you gonna assess the points and the fines at this time?
So the court doesn't assess the points. That's solely the Secretary of State.
Is there a lesser, something that I could just get this over with, that I could be able to take care of? Because I'm going through a lot, and this is like unimaginable, but I never thought that I would be going through this in my life.
Okay. So at this point, there is not. Okay. That's why if you wish to appeal the decision, then you may do so. Okay. And if you talk to the clerks at the traffic criminal counter, they should be able to tell you how to do that. Okay. Okay. So, this hearing is concluded and you are all free to sign out of Zoom.